Hello and welcome to Let's Dance with Charlotte Elizabeth. That's me. So, this podcast is going to cover everything from dance, health, fitness. I will include how to prepare for your first dance for your wedding or using that kind of scenario for special occasions. There will be planning hen parties and ideas for planning hen parties, but the main focus of this podcast is dance. I am the owner of Feel the Beats UK, and I'm going to get you all moving. So let's get on with the show. Hello, and welcome back. So, today's episode, I thought I'd talk about something a little bit different. I realised that all of my ideas and a lot of the recent topics have spoke a lot about the first dance, which is perfect because obviously I'm writing a book about the first dance. But I don't want to be all about first dance because I don't just do first dances, I do a variety of things. So today's episode is all about the hen party because not everyone wants to do a first dance, and that is okay. It's a big topic within my book is being okay with deciding not to do a first dance. That is okay. But everyone wants to do a hen party, and they always struggle with trying to find something that will incorporate everyone, that can be fun, memories, and all that jazz. Well, a themed dance class does exactly that. It's great. They are great fun. My big tip is it's a tricky one because it depends on the age group. So I've had some people where they've wanted to do a burlesque theme. However, the youngest attending is 14. Personally, I don't feel comfortable teaching a 14-year-old how to do something like a Lady Marmalade routine. So you've got to be age appropriate. The one that seems to work the best, and I'm surprised at how popular it still is line dancing. Because there's no jumping to it. It's basically stepping side by side, or side to side rather, and then you just change direction. So line dancing seems to be the perfect one that covers all abilities and is very easily adapted. You might get some that are faster than others and a bit more complicated than others, but 9 times out of 10, everyone can get involved. So when looking at a dance class in particular and thinking of a theme, you've got to consider the age range that are going to be attending. But also an age, not really an age range, but also a theme that most people can get on board with because 9 times out of 10, groups when I'm doing a themed dance class, they go all out with their attire. So when I've done Spice Girls, some of them have gone all out and they've picked a Spice Girl to be. When I've done things like musicals, and if they've picked something like Hairspray, for instance, they've gone all out on their attire. So you've also got to think of that depending on your theme, those attending your hen party are possibly going to have to buy a brand new outfit to never wear again. And yes, we've all got the likes of Vinted and eBay that we can resell on, but in the age of where we're trying to keep costs at a minimum, you're trying to keep your costs down in terms of your wedding, the same goes for your hen party. What can you do that's not going to cost your attendees extra money? So, yes, get dressed up for the themes, but look at fancy dress shops where you can hire the stuff or things that you might already have in your wardrobe that can be adapted. I'm not saying don't go spending, just whoever is organising the hen party, be mindful of that because that's where hen parties get expensive because you're paying for accommodation, you're paying your share of all the activities because 9 times out of 10 the hen is going free, so it's split out between the rest of the group to cover all of that. So you're already paying all of this, you're paying your travel and food and drink to get there and different things that without going and buying outfits for just one event, it's not necessary. But also for these themed classes, as great as they are when people do come dressed up, I also appreciate that you just want to turn up in your gym gear because I just turn up in my gym gear 9 times out of 10. It's very rare that I go all out in what I'm going to turn up in. And that's not because I don't want to get involved in the theme. It's practicality for me. I can't teach in cowboy boots. I have to teach in trainers. I can't teach in a skimpy little outfit. I've got to be professional because, and there's a fine line between being professional and being on theme. There are times I've done it. So when I've done a hairspray one, I might have done my makeup a bit different. So I tend to do things like that with like my hair and makeup because that's easy for me to do. For me to then be comfortable and confident, because there's nothing worse than a teacher that's not confident in what they're doing. I have had situations where I'm like, I'm really not confident doing this, and it's shown. So where I can feel confident helps the group feel confident because my ethos for a hen party in particular, I'm not fussed whether you can get it. If you go the right way, the wrong way, if it's too complicated, we simplify it. If you're really struggling, I'm not fussed. And it's not because I don't care. It's because I want you to focus on having fun. And if you're not having fun, I've not done my job. So picking things that are appropriate, that they're not trying to dance in this sash that just keeps falling off. Like, girls, I know you want to wear your sash, but please just take it off for your dance class. It's just a risk assessment hell. Because what you don't know is every hen party I do, whether it's been booked directly with me or through a third party agency, I've got a risk assessment in my folder, and the top of that is they're going to be wearing a sash. It's not going to be pinned to their tops. It's going to fall down. They're going to step on it. They're going to slide. Boom, I'm in a first aid. It's just not needed. They're great for your picture moments, and we absolutely take those moments to have your picture moments. But please, for the love of, take the sash off. And please, 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 don't drink the night before. If you have booked a dance class for 10, 11 o'clock on the morning, do not drink the night before. I do not need to be dealing with hungover hens. It's another risk assessment because then I've got the potential of someone throwing up or fainting because you're dehydrated. So I know you want to drink the night before. And without being a party pooper, keep it to a minimum because you're just going to ruin the next day. Save it for after the activities. You don't need to go all out day one. Save it for after you've done your intense activity. I don't need you having the alcohol sweats in a dance class. Please, thank you. So, if you're not having a dance class because you've decided we don't want to do dance, we want to do something different, my point still stands. Pick age-appropriate activities. Life drawing is still a very popular activity. Not appropriate for anyone under 18. Sorry, ladies. No under 18-year-old should be seeing a grown man in the nude and having to draw him. It's just not. And you'll possibly find that a lot of companies would be very unimpressed at finding out that an under 18-year-old is in their class because it's just asking for problems. So to make your hen party fun, we keep it low-key budget-wise. We find something that is age appropriate for everyone. But it is also okay to just chill at your accommodation. Do some activities at your accommodation. You don't have to do all of these fancy, oh, we've got to be here at this time and here at this. Having a jam-packed 3-day weekend takes away the fun. Unless you've planned it like a treasure hunt. You've got these clues, you've got to be at this place, and it's part of it. They can be quite fun. But if it is literally breakfast at 9, activity at 11, this at 2, this at 5, back for a break, back out for 2, that's not fun. That's stressful. Hen parties are supposed to be fun. Don't jam pack them. And remember that most of the attendees, yes, they know the hen. They might not know everyone else. So allow time for everyone to mingle. Because then when it comes to the wedding, They also know a few more people at the wedding. So we're keeping it low key, we're doing age appropriate, but we're also having fun and allowing time to chill. So it might be that you do, I'm going to keep it dance because obviously that's what I do. You start with a dance class and then the afternoon is a skincare pamper. Like a lot of people seem to book these kind of like Airbnb houses just because of the numbers. It's easier than trying to book a hotel. Get someone to come and do a skincare pamper with you on that afternoon and then go out for cocktails and stuff on the evening. And then Sunday just be a chill and then go home. That's my ideal perfect hen party. Probably won't do a dance activity on my hen party because I'll just feel like I'm at work. And I'll probably criticize the teacher too much. But keep it chill. Like it's a one-off event. They don't have to be amazing, fantastic. Blah. My best ones have actually been the low-key ones where there isn't a massive group. They've all given it a go and we've just had a laugh because I've had the chance to be able to get to know them a little bit more and where have they come from, because a lot of people from my hen parties aren't from my local area, but they've come to my local area for a hen party, hence why I've got the booking. So I always find it interesting to find out where have they all come from, what made them decide this location. Like a lot of them were Cheltenham and it was, oh, we're in Bristol, but we didn't want to go to Bristol. We wanted to, or trying to find a middle ground for everyone lives. So like some were Bristol, some were Coventry, halfway point near Gloucesterish. And they're like, some of them are teachers, so they get the whole, right, be attention, pay attention, don't want to cause injuries, da 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 da. So hen parties, keep them low key, keep them budget friendly, age appropriate activities, please. I have had occasions where I've had below 18s at the hen party, and I've just had a conversation ahead of time to avoid the awkwardness and give a few suggestions of, well, this probably isn't the most appropriate theme. And sometimes they're just there to take photos and they're not actually joining in. It's fine. But be aware that some activity providers will categorically not allow under 18s. So be mindful of that when you are planning who is attending. And I know it's lovely to have your nan at your hen party. But again, age appropriate. Not everything's going to work because depending on their ability. I got a bit ranty there, didn't I? Ooh, don't want to be ranty on the podcast. That's absolutely not my point. But I just wanted to try and give something to do with hen parties. It was not planning for your first dance and how to plan your song. Those episodes are coming, obviously, but at the minute, everything seems to be first dance, first dance, first dance. And that's not what I do. I don't just do first dance. I do hen parties too. And they are so much fun. So I'm going to end it there before I get even rantier and before it doesn't really make any sense. So we're keeping it low cost budget wise. We're considering age appropriate activities and we're allowing time for fun. Because after all, it's the memories you want, not the running around like a headless chicken. Life's too short for running around like a headless chicken. So have fun. If you need any help with a hen party, give us a shout. And I'll see you on the next episode.